Welcome back, Bulldog boys and girls. It's been a crazy 2020, but here we are at good old BHS, ready to have a great year. As the school year began, we have a schedule that our school has never had before. About 1/3 of our student body is attending school online with a program called Excellus. The other 2/3 of our student body is divided in half, attending every other day with an A and B format. BNN reporter Parker Evans met with Assistant Principal Dr. Breckheisen to discuss how the school year has been so far with the new format.
I think the number one thing I'm just so proud of everybody is the flexibility. In these tough times, it would be real easy to come in here with a negative attitude, and I haven't seen that yet. The staff has definitely came together, supported each other, filled in, giving up planning periods, doing whatever it takes to make sure that classes are covered and students are learning. And to have that positive attitude and put a smile on your face each and every day in tough times is commendable. As far as the students, same thing. Not being here every day, being around your friends, potentially if you're on a split day, and knowing that your number one job is to learn and to embrace that, I think is tough. And I think that we're underestimating the sacrifice both the staff and the students are making right now in order to get through this school year. So far so good, and everybody deserves a pat on the back. I would say it's been definitely harder and more challenging than we even thought it might be. The number one thing is just trying on a daily basis to meet all the demands and the ever-changing things that are happening between potential illness, teachers needing to be quarantined, students being quarantined, but somehow still keeping this building open and running and making sure that students have the ability to learn in classes. So it's definitely been challenging, but our staff has absolutely crushed it and worked very hard, and I think our staff definitely needs a pat on the back because every day they come in here and do what's good for kids and students, and they're definitely hitting a home run right now. I think that the students have just been amazing. The number one thing that they've had to adapt to is wearing the mask, and initially I thought that might be an issue, but I think because they know that's the only thing to truly keep the school open, and knowing that that's keeping other people safe potentially, they've adapted really well, and it hasn't even been an issue. So I commend the students for following that new restriction and change. The temperatures coming into the building, for the most part, there hasn't been any issue, and that's because the students have embraced the changes and know that that's what's going to keep us open.
As this new year started, we welcome 5 new teachers to our building. Welcome to BHS, Mrs. Bernard, Culinary, Mr. Colin, Social Studies, Mr. Medrano, Science, Mrs. Naughton, Choir, and Mr. Dalton, Special Education. Thanks for joining our staff, and we hope you have a great year. Some clubs have started back up as the year has begun. GSA has had a meeting, and Scholars Bowl is seeking new team members. Also, if you are interested in joining the fall musical, see Mr. Jacobson for more information. Speaking of clubs, Student Council recently has held their elections, and we will now go to BNN reporter Harper Schoendaler for the results.
Thanks, Drew. Hi, Bulldogs. I have your Student Council results. For the freshman class treasurer is Avery Bergen, freshman class secretary Anna Jardin, freshman class vice president Harper Schoendaler, freshman class president Bailey Smith. For the sophomores, sophomore class treasurer Marley McCune, sophomore class secretary Caitlin Johnson, sophomore class vice president Bryden Butel, sophomore class president Emma Kate Lang. Now on to the juniors, junior class treasurer Brooke Peterson, junior class secretary Gracie Bryan, junior class vice president Sophie Baker, junior class president Xander Service. For the seniors, senior class treasurer Grady McCune, senior class secretary Cambria Crow, senior class vice president Emma Grossamine, senior class president Claire Norris. And now for the student body. The student body treasurer is Addie Trindle. Student body secretary is Riley Smith. Student body vice president Abby Bergman. Student body president Olivia Kerr. And that's all for the Student Council report. Back to you, Drew.
Thanks, Harper. You did a great job. Man, you must have a really cool big brother. Students, if you want to order a 2020-21 Pioneer Yearbook, you can order by going to walsworthyearbooks.com. The cost is $55 or $60 for a book with a name stamp. There are also some extra yearbooks from last year still available. See Mr. Harris if you'd like to purchase one. Speaking of yearbook, congratulations to the 2020-21 Pioneer Editors-in-Chief named recently seniors Amber Stewart, Jasmine Renner, and Colby Zimmerman. Now let's go to a special sports wrap from sports reporter Parker Evans.
In spite of many new rules and regulations and restrictions, our Bulldog teams have all been battling hard on the playing fields to start off the fall season. Our top dogs are the amazing girls cross-country team. They have been running their way to a #1 state ranking in 4A. With league regionals and state coming up soon, Riley Smith has been the team's top runner. Not far behind is the boys cross-country team. They come in the state rankings at #7. Sophomore Caleb Carr has been their top runner. Our volleyball team got off to a strong start, going 6-0 in the early going. They still are playing strong with a record of 8-5, with more games to come. The Bulldog soccer team has started off with some early losses to top state-ranked teams, but have battled back to win several in a row and now have a 3-1 overall record. Leading goal scorers have been Colby Zimmerman, Drew Schoendaler, and Grady McCune. The football team is looking to get their first win next week, taking on winless Bishop Ward, Osawatomie, and then Santa Fe Trail. The team lost a close game by 1 point to Ottawa a couple weeks ago. The team has been lead on offense by running back Adam Callahan leading in yards rushed. And we can't forget about the girls tennis team has played a lot of strong matches, led by Coach Jim Ashcraft, Chad Scobie. The team has been practicing hard and getting ready for upcoming regionals meet to try to qualify for state. Keep it up. Great work, Bulldogs. Proud of all of you. Back to you in the studio, Drew.
Thanks for watching our first edition of the Bulldog Broadcast. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to always walk on the right side of the hallway and stay classy.